time for another look at a set of reproduction boxes for games that did not come out on the Intellivision. This time primarily games from Parker Brothers. These are all games that are listed in various television histories, things that were thought of or known to be in the works at the time of the crash and stuff that did not come out. These boxes are made by Marc Oberhäuser. This is the third set of reproduction boxes that he has put out. The first two have been reviewed already on our channel, so go look for those videos. I'll have links to them in the description below. But we're looking at the third set now. So really not much more to say than to look at the boxes, because, I mean, that's why you're here. It's one thing to talk about them, it's another thing to look at them. So here is a box for Beezer by Magic. I had heard of the Beezer game. Didn't know a ton about it, honestly. Look at the back here. You can see, again, screenshots and some information about what the game might have been. Next up, G.I. Joe, Cobra Strike. Firmly in the Parker Brothers camp now. The rest of these are all Parker Brothers rumored titles. G.I. Joe, Cobra Strike. Looks familiar to me. I think I've seen that kind of graphic before on other games that made it for other platforms. Star Wars Jedi Arena, as it might have appeared. And again, if you've seen or played Jedi Arena on the 2600, you're kind of familiar with that there. Next up, the Incredible Hulk cartridge box, of course. So there, it looks like it's got multi-levels and stuff in it. I don't know much about this title, if it was made it out to other platforms or not, but there you go. There's the box for that one. Lord of the Rings. That artwork there is reminiscent to me of the Bakshi movie that was out just prior to all this video game craze. So another game that might have been. Action Man, Action Force. And I gotta admit, I am not sure what this is about. But boy, look at that snake. That is pretty cool. Another take on the G.I. Joe title, perhaps. Maybe this would have been the international release. Look at all those languages there. Maybe this is what it might have been if it had, what the G.I. Joe title would have been overseas. Return of the Jedi Ewok Adventure. We were all wanting to play Star Wars games back then. So here's what might have been for Return of the Jedi. Reactor. A port, I'm sure, of the arcade game. There you go. Imagining what it might have been like. Obviously, lots of good ideas here for you folks in homebrew development. James Bond 007. There's a scene, an oil rig, it looks like. Strawberry Shortcake musical matchups. The Parker Brothers game that might have come out for the Intellivision. Just a couple left here. Return of the Jedi Death Star battle. Yeah, that does look pretty familiar to me. I'm familiar with the Atari version of this game, so there's what might have been there. And Spider-Man. A Spider-Man game for the Intellivision. And yes, that does look pretty familiar. The Spider-Man on the 2600. So all of these titles are imaginings what might have been had these titles been ported to the Intellivision. So like the others, these boxes are all high quality made. You can see the printing artwork on them is just really top notch. You can, of course, put them together, put them on your shelf, and make it look like an alternate history, if you will, of Intellivision releases. I should mention these were provided to me for the review by Marc, so take that with a grain of salt if you want to. But you can see the high quality of these things. The printing's well done. Like I say, the cardboard stock is not thin and flimsy. Much better than, say, the Coleco boxes from back in the 1980s. If you're the kind of Intellivision collector that likes to have maybe extras, oddities in your collection, you're not just about the games, but you're also about the culture and things like that, then here's another something you can collect, put on your shelf, something cool to look at, something to show people, something to talk about. Thanks again to Marc Oberhäuser for sending these to the show to review, and hopefully you'll come back and check out other things we're going to review in the future. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our website at Intellivisionaries.com, where you can hear lots of podcast episodes about the Intellivision gaming platform.